Sensitive content incoming.
What's up, everybody? Welcome y'all to the Squatch and Yeti show. I'm Squatch,
I'm Yeti.
and we're at, I believe, episode 11 now.
Episode 11. That is correct.
Yeah, we kind of had to take, a little week or two break in there. We had personal and work shit going on.
This is another bump in the road, essentially.
It's a bumpy one, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. The city doesn't take care of it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
There those, we plan to get this road fixed by the year 2024. Well, we're going to be set back about 10 years or so because it decided to rain yesterday.
the city's road planning is about like our life planning.
Right.
I plan to have my life together by 25 years old. At 26, well, by 30, 32 now, and kind of,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen soon. Gonna happen.
Yeah. Gonna happen for sure.
But
My toes itchy.
so no, we've both been kind of dealing with some crazy stuff. How you been, man?
Honestly, depressed. A lot of depression. Not gonna lie. But other than that though, I'm all right. Bills are paid. Vehicle's still running. Got food in my belly. Too much food in my belly. But that's the depressed eating talking.
That'll actually make the depression worse.
I know.
Worse.
Worst?
Worster?
You brought worst into my depression now? Gonna just grill it up with some A1 steak sauce, maybe?
Yes, I like my depression in about the foot long variety.
Oh, that's gross. Nasty.
Right out the gate with wiener jokes.
See,
Not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah, my depression usually with the wiener jokes is when they're accurate. You take your Tootsie Roll on elsewhere. Okay.
Oh my god.
Is it true? It's not true. Don't say it's true. Depression.
No, that's brought up a story that I probably shouldn't record. Not about me.
Who's about?
Somebody we know.
Go ahead. Might as well. Just keep names out of it. Nobody will understand.
Gonna say a mutual friend passed on a story about they hooked up another mutual acquaintance of ours with somebody. And it was like, oh, they're a good dude, da-da-da. The girl they hooked this acquaintance up with come out like a minute or two later cussing how it was a little bit inadequate. I mean, in front of the poor guy's face.
Are you referring to that story, dude? Oh, man, I had forgot about it. And now I'm sitting here like, I feel the pain, my guy.
I mean,
I haven't been laughed at, but I've been like, is it in yet?
that's when you be like, I can't tell. I love the Grand Canyon, guys.
I was always a big fan of Niagara Falls, not because of the wetness, but because of the massive hole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Dick and Jiner jokes.
Oh, it's so
and
great.
we still haven't even hit the 5-minute mark. This is going to be a great episode.
Back to your original statement. Yes. Yeah, I've been going through some depression and shit, but I'm okay.
I'm trying to make you laugh.
Yeah, I can tell. How hath the extra hours at work been treating you?
Hell. We of course, got the good old
COVID again.
Oh god. Seriously, the Friday I picked up extra.
I know.
I get there Friday, I'm like, it's gonna be a good day. And then 2 hours into the day, hey, we're sending people home with COVID. Da da da. Put your mask on. I'm like,
Well, it's everyone who didn't get it from the last time we had it that are getting it now, and it's stupid because they should have known that was going to happen.
That's why I've told you my theory when like COVID gets into a building, into a household, whatever. Listen, we all get together in one room, watch a movie, cough on each other, hot box the hell out of this
get
COVID.
it out of your system. Yeah.
Let everybody get it. We're now only going to have like a week of hell, and then it's done.
Yep. That's the buffalo tactic, is what I call it.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
Like just head through the storm.
Yes. I'm glad somebody understands that.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody actually gets my buffalo tactic when I say it. My buffalo tactic.
Well, yeah, it's the difference in like cows and buffalo.
Yeah.
Cows will run away from the storm, where buffalo just run through it.
Yeah, they get it out of the way because, like, it'll be better on the other side.
It's one of those, like, I don't know if it's like they're smarter or it's just like they got like
They're
buffalo tard strength.
I was
And
gonna
they're
say
just like, nah.
they're hard headed because they don't want to fucking move from their grazing or something. Yeah.
They're like, nope, not doing it. Nope.
Now that I think about it, buffalo, I see how like they were almost hunted to extinction, but like they're actually pretty badass. Like, comparatively, you have a bull, like you have a bull buffalo, and then a bull bison cow or bison cow. Jesus Christ! You have a bull cow. I don't know what breeds of cows there are. I don't know, like they're. I just know them as
We'll
cow.
go badass with like I think it's called a Brahma.
Brahma. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows a Brahma bull.
Yeah.
Put a Brahma bull next to a buffalo bull. Bro, which one are you gonna go? I'm gonna go for the buffalo.
Well, I mean, are we going for it like we want them on our team, or we want them
Across
on our
the board,
plate?
both.
I mean, in general, like I just want the buffalo. It's better meat.
That's one. It better meat. I guarantee you, he got fucking thicker hide and probably some better muscles because, well, maybe doesn't have that big ass horn. Well, Brahma bulls don't have big horns, do they? I'm thinking of longhorns, aren't I?
Standard cattle horns, like.
Oh God, I'm stupid, aren't I? Yeah, I'm stupid. I just don't know cattle. I don't know. Like I just cow. Yep, that's a cow. That's a black and white cow. Oh, there's a brown one. Like I don't know the difference in cow.
Listen, that's not even anything really worth laughing at because there are still people in this country and in this world, but particularly in America, that do believe chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I read that online the other day and I was like, no way.
Bro.
So I Googled the statistics and there's literally like tons of people that think that still.
Oh my God. That's like the
like
video.
I didn't believe that
What was
whenever
it?
I was like 3.
Yeah, I also watched my mom put the chocolate powder or syrup into the milk. So like kind of made sense. The brown stuff's going into the white stuff. Well, wait a minute.
I don't, we're getting a little weird today.
You dumb little chuckle. You get the brown stuff going into the white stuff, making it all brown. Yeah, you could tell we needed this. Anyway, that reminds me of like I saw a video of some little I can't say what I want to say. Some little social justice person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't we're just going to say that. They're like, "Oh, it's okay cuz it's strawberry milk and the milk came from the strawberries, so it's vegan milk." What? 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 Where's the udder on the fucking goddamn strawberry?
It's like fucking the ranch. I have never seen. Where's the tit on a goddamn almond?
Yep, it's almond milk. Where's the tit on an almond? Oh,
got some things I hear like on the internet, and I like look up and like, Mr. Asteroid, are you coming back, please?
no, He dropped his child off at the pool and then left. He went to go get milk. Because it works on so many levels.
Listen, little asteroid. Daddy asteroid's got to go get some cigarettes and milk. I'll be back, okay? 65 million years later.
67 million years later.
The remnants of the asteroid are going to go off into the solar system and form a new planet, and then the asteroid's going to come back and be like, "Hey, son, how you doing?"
Oh. Why did we just personify a freaking giant rock?
I don't know.
Why does he have a background story now of being an abusive, neglectful father?
I mean, maybe it's like the MCU, it's ego.
We just totally made an asteroid have a background story. Oh. On today's episode of How Messed Up Is That Asteroid?
Turns out you are not the father.
My father abandoned me 67 million years ago.
Intergalactic Jerry Springer.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
No, was it Maury with the whole "you're not the father"? I think it was Maury.
It was Maury.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I haven't thought about those shows in a long time.
Not since being home from school in like the early 2000s.
I mean, it kind of like, we might as well go ahead and drop the topic now. Planned obsoleteness is what you were saying, right?
Planned obsolescence.
Obsolescence. I'm stupid.
And
Still stupid. I mean, that just makes sense. Like the asteroid, I mean, the meteor, whatever we'll call it, clearly, like, he's now good no more. He went to go get milk and never came back. He's was planned obsoleteness. Fucking. Oh, that's so dumb. Compose yourself.
That's a segregation over here a little bit.
Shut your face. Shut your face, Mr. Worst. Okay? Prior to this topic being recorded at this moment, Squatch doesn't know how to say worse or worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Way to say worst.
You try and get some bratwursts going. That actually sounds pretty good right now.
I mean, if any bratwurst company would love to sponsor the podcast, we are fans of the meats.
Whoa.
The edible meats.
Whoa. Again, whoa.
The edible meats you put on the grill. I'm not talking about some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. So
okay. I thought you were referring to like some gay stuff.
Oh.
Because, teeth, grills, sausage, penis. I made this difficult. That sounds weird too. What is happening right now? You stopped recording for a week.
And we got plumb retarded, even more so.
This is like the first episode all over again.
No, so we kind of had a discussion about the whole planned obsolescence the other day.
Obsolescence, that's what you keep saying. I keep saying obsoleteness.
I mean, it's kind of the same, but
it's not a word, though, is it? I don't think that it is. Obsolescence makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Obsoleteness. I'm putting obsolete and then ness at the end of it.
I mean, it might be a word. I don't know. Here's the deal. We can just trademark it and make it a word.
That's true, too.
With the internet, you can do anything.
Yep, I identify as a unicorn.
And a very beautiful unicorn you are.
I'm missing a horn. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shut up.
Yeti's new nickname will forever be Little Horn.
You, Little Horn, come here. I don't wanna.
I just want to go pick berries, okay?
Go over there and impress Miss Wum Wum.
Oh, Year One was such a fucked up great movie.
It's a
But
awesome
no,
movie.
so with the whole planned obsolescence thing,
Yeah.
I told you kind of briefly the other day, like I was watching this video that they were talking about like years and years ago, like the light bulb companies of the world like met over in Europe and were like, we have a problem. We can't make any money because our light bulbs are working too well. So they essentially had to,
Damn our invention for doing what we wanted it to do.
like, if you look, I can't remember where I read this, but in some parts of like America and Europe, where like when like electricity was first like founded there, and they used the old school, like I guess they call them now like Edison bulbs, whatever, but just the old school light bulbs that were like gargantuan and burn insanely hot, but they were built so amazingly back in the day. Like 100 plus years later, they were still working.
Hmm.
But so with that, like these light bulb companies, like they had to make their products where they would go out. It sounds stupid, right?
Not really, because like when you think about like, when a light bulb goes out, the filament in there, like it, like, what the fuck? Like it just gets too hot. Like what? How does that happen? So naturally, it makes sense that there is like something in there that's designed to make it go out within a certain time frame. After so much usage, like they have done the trial and error of like, okay, after 20 million hours, that's probably too much.
Yeah.
20 million hours of this little filament being heated, because like that's what it is, right? Like electricity's
Yeah.
flowing through, it's heated. Excuse me.
It's essentially an electrode in glass, is all it is.
Yeah, like, and it's like the electricity is causing it to weep, bright up and make light. I mean, makes sense.
But like, you know, so you look at that whole idea and then look at everything else in our world. Cars, they don't last long like they used to.
No, new ones don't.
Look at
Your phone.
your phone every
phone is
other
your
year is
biggest thing.
obsolete.
Yep.
I know we've talked about this in private and probably on here as well, like game consoles.
I would say game consoles, hell, anything electronic. I feel like is like, oh, we're just upgrading. No,
Like they're already talking about unleashing or unveiling
unleash it.
the PS6, the next Microsoft console possibly, you know, or advancements in Microsoft stuff. You know,
Just like 2 years ago, they had the new ones just released.
yeah, and so I actually looked up a thing online the other day. And so like, you know, the PlayStation 1 come out and it was like 10 years before the OG PlayStation. It was like 9 years before we got the PS1, the cheaper one, and then we got the PS2 like a year later.
So the thing about like, we're just going to stick with the game console thing because that's what I really know, is the whole planned obsolescence with that is like they will give that system a runtime, so to speak,
Yeah.
of like at minimum 5 years roughly, and the most I've ever seen was 360 being like what 15 years almost. We're
Something like that.
like you can still hop on to Xbox 360 and play online. Well, maybe not anymore. One last I remember you could. I think now they've turned off the services, but anyways, different topic. Dude, that's how everything is. Your laptops, I'll say laptops, your computer. That's why like you have so much shit. Like just recently, my gaming PC that I very seldom use because I'm a terrible cousin. I booted it up to do an update. I was gonna hop on there and see if my cousin was gonna play something. And dude, I had an update for the whole computer. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. Did the whole update. Computer crashes. It was working just fine, but because now an update came through, I have to replace my motherboard.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
I still think there's possibly something else going on that
Maybe.
Just it's one of those computers and one of them things you just have to kind of tear into them and like mess with them. But okay, I found the chart right here, and this is not like the the PS1 and then the PS2 Slim and all that.
Yeah.
Just the generic PlayStation, PS2, and all that.
We're using this for references, not that we're like, yeah, this is just our reference for planned obsolescence.
So, the PlayStation 4 come out in 1994, or PlayStation 1. I can't read for shit.
Dyslexic, are you?
A little bit.
You're getting that from me. Been hanging around to each
But
other.
then, so fast forward like 6 years, the PS2 come out. Then in 04, we had the PSP, which was a highly underrated console, by the way.
It was a handheld console.
But
they kind of get phased out pretty quickly.
Then you had the PS3 come out in 2006. The PlayStation Vita come out in 2012. Then the PS4 in 2013 and the PlayStation 5 in 2020. Now, I mean, they're doing pretty good at keeping them like 6 to 7 years apart.
It's like 6 to 7 years apart.
But like, they're already talking about unveiling the PS6 in 2025 and
well, unveiling it and releasing it are very different though. I mean, unveiling it's like getting the support you need for whatever you're doing before you start doing your activity, your project or whatever. So like that makes sense. And like I said, we're just using game consoles as a reference, but like your phone, I think, is your biggest reference here. People who have like iPhones, especially iPhones,
they got to get a new one every year.
Like every other like mid-year, I would say. Like I don't know how many times I've heard people like, "Oh, I did an update on my phone. I have to get another one." Why? Why the fuck? That's why there's iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 88.
Pro Max Plus.
They're all the fucking same. Pardon the cussing. Disclaimer: we do talk about anything and all things taboo and maybe a little sensitive for listeners. Viewer discretion is advised. We do use crude language and crude jokes if you haven't noticed from the very beginning of the episode.
I've given up on the disclaimer. I just wanted to surprise people.
I'm just going to toss it in occasionally here and there.
But yeah, no, like phones, consoles.
Should get that little parental advisory disclaimer, like in the bottom of our of our pictures and stuff,
Yeah. Oh, all the episodes.
Childhood memorabilia, like, oh, this music album may contain harsh language, and like in the bottom of the album cover it's just got this little like black and white parental advisory square. Can we do that?
That always yes.
I want to do that. That's childhood right there. Nostalgia. It all loops back around.
But like, I mean, dude, with games, game consoles, even like with music, I would argue like music isn't made to last as long. Look back.
Well, I think it's just everything's following that whole trendy thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
and
look at just constantly looking for like the next hot thing, the next new thing.
And you're trending for about 5 minutes right now, and then whether it be a game, a TV show,
song,
whatever, you're trending for about 5 minutes. Well, then this other guy starts trending, so to keep up, you have to do what he's doing, or
do it better, or something,
or do something more outrageous than him.
Yeah,
and like, so for me as a musician, what has like really screwed music, and I think TikTok can be a really cool medium, whatever, for musicians. There's a lot of great artists that have come from TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm
not
pretty
saying
obviously like a fan of like the whole like country metal rock thing. And there's a lot of really dope guys that got big doing that on there. But then you have like all these pop artists that they release. I've heard songs that were like get millions of listens and views that are literally a minute and a half long now.
That's crazy.
And you remember, like, I know our parents' generation was like, they had Metallica doing these 15-minute like musical masterpieces, or so they were like, punk rock is stupid. It's only 3 minutes long. You know,
Yeah, long gone are the times of
a 3-minute song now is like, ooh, that's kind of long, don't you think?
yeah. I'm okay with, like, I feel like if a song isn't 3 minutes, it's too damn short. Although at the same time, I'm like, if it's longer than 3-4 minutes, that's too damn long. That's just me.
For me, I guess as a musician, it's like if it's like 4 minutes of the same thing, like, was it like Master of Puppets? Song starts off in your face, just crazy, and then right as it like builds or winds down after like the second, third chorus, whatever, it breaks off into this like almost acoustic thing.
So like a story being told through song.
Kinda like it's more of like it's not a radio song, it's like a composition at that point. Like,
Is it an experience for you?
yeah, it's like listening to classical music. Like,
Yeah.
it changes modes and keys and tempos, and that
guess.
also kind of helps like give you a break in the song where you're like, because listening to heavy music and stuff, you hear it constantly for like 3 minutes. And
You said a couple of G's there, sir. Those were D's.
I said digga.
Oh, calm down. Jesus.
Didn't even use a hard R.
Just because I said you were more hood than me does not mean for you to go full hood. Calm down.
But like, you listen to like
I get you. Like it makes sense because like it's maybe that's why like my brother loves Metallica. I, however, cannot stand Metallica. Like I can tolerate it within the company of certain people, but if I'm like just driving or whatever and I just hear Metallica start going, dude, I'm either turning the volume off, turning the radio off, changing the station. I can't handle it. Anyway, I understand how, like, I guess to a degree, Metallica is trying to keep that, like what you're saying, the composition. Like they are composing music, same as like Beethoven and Bach and all them back in the day.
they were trying to make art, not a radio single.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like they were doing something else other than their like little like 2-3 minute of fame type shit or whatever have you. I get it.
Yeah. But like, there again, like, look at Metallica. Love them or hate them, they have stood the test of time.
Yeah.
I mean, they still put out chart songs on the radio charts. I wouldn't call them chart toppers. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't pay
feel like
attention.
it's because like they are one of the founders, if not like the biggest founder of what your metal and everything is nowadays.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
like they like as much as I dislike them, like that's what they do. They do that the best, I will admit.
yeah. I mean, it's like a love them or hate them. You can still respect them even if you don't like them.
Yeah, and when I say hate, it's not that I'm like, oh, they're stupid, I hate them. No, I just don't like hearing nonstop Metallica. Like it's all over the place.
Listen, man, we'll turn it off when we come across a bad song.
See what you did there? You can eat a dick. That's my brother. They have no bad songs. There is no bad Metallica song. I don't know why he became Trump for some reason. My brother's apparently Donald Trump.
He's a huge Metallica fan.
I am Chance's brother. I just said my name. That's whatever. I am a huge fan. Huge fan of Metallica. Huge. When they shot my ear, this is going to cause a lot of issues now because I said that. This is going to cause... Today's episode on actually how to get canceled. Make reference to the president, former president.
Next
getting
president, whatever.
maybe with that little stunt, might be becoming next president with that.
Look, at this point,
We're gonna change his
I
name
just
to
wanna see-
President 1 Year.
I just want to see the inauguration when it happens because I'm just gonna believe this until it happens. I want to see him walk out to like Kid Rock's like American Badass,
Oh, he
You know,
probably
where-
would do it now.
where he stole the whole Saboteur riff from Metallica. I accidentally mixed that in.
Nice little mix together. I see what you
But
did.
like, I just want to see him like walk out like, I am the American Badass.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something along the lines of that. If he
that or
gets
cocky.
yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
And after the whole Hulk Hogan fiasco,
What?
yeah, at the I guess the RNC event or whatever, post that he referred to Trump's running and presidency as Trumpomania, and he called all the Trump supporters Trump maniacs,
That's
and
hilarious.
did the whole ripping the shirt off thing.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, God, that's kind of odd. Like, I feel like now because of all the wrestling fans are like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, brother, Hulk Hogan likes Trump.
Like, I
Yeah.
want to see Trump like Nature Boy walk out on stage.
Why of all the entrances you chose that one?
Do the Nature Boy walk out and go, woo?
Stupid. That is so stupid. I was as bad as I can actually see it. Woo. I don't know. Woo. My orange skin and blonde hair has succeeded again. Woo.
Called me Captain Fanta.
That's so stupid.
It's so great. What's really crazy is like, people are like, so I don't know if you remember from the 2000s, like when the rapper Nelly got big, all the like Nelly fans were like,
there's Nelly fans?
listen, everybody back in the day loved the song Hot in Here and stuff like that.
I think that's the only song I know is that one. Well,
Ride with me.
honestly,
come on.
yeah. This is like, you wanna go take a ride with me? All I can think of is the Ted.
Yeah.
The Ted parody one.
Something with that boys me.
You
But
wanna-
like when
you
he
want to
got-
fuck your brother in the backseat?
But like when Nelly got popular, it was like a thing in like bigger cities and stuff, like people to wear the whole Band-Aid on your face thing.
What the fuck? Why?
Because he did.
Did he ever have?
I think
like,
he had a
was there-
scar on his face, and that's why he did that.
Well, that makes a difference because he's got a scar on his face.
But,
But if you're just wearing a Band-Aid on your face,
okay, but what I'm getting at is there's a lot of people at these Trump rallies now that are like wearing like a bandage over their ear.
Oh my god!
I seen a meme. It was like, y'all, they rocking it like it's Nelly's Band-Aid.
Dude, I can't. The world is so stupid.
I just like, I mean,
Let's
I'm
show
sorry.
our support for him by covering up one of our ears, so we're now still half deaf.
Like, he obviously has like the whole patch over his ear, whatever, because he kind of earned that bandage.
See, he just got his ear taken off.
I mean, that to me, that's like if your buddy loses an eye, so you wear an eye patch around him. Hey, bud, what's up?
That's mainly to mess with him. Oh wait, that's not your point. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, oh yeah, to mess with him. Yeah, that. Now my brain cells are working. For right now, at least, bro.
But like,
Fuck it. I can't believe that. They're just sitting there like, that's so dumb. That's so
thing
dumb.
over your ear, just like,
Oh,
go
man.
America.
They're full on deaf now. That's what it is. One ear got blown off, the other ear is just not working.
And that thing
Bro.
was like a whole crazy deal, though. Like,
No, yeah, I'm not laughing at the ordeal. That was definitely not okay. Like, a couple people,
and like the fact that
Ugh.
the Secret Service was like, hang on, wait a minute,
well,
and
what if
fired
it was
the guy for taking out the shooter.
what?
Yeah, so I was reading online the other day. I saw a couple of videos from they said that the sniper that actually took the guy out, so he had been told over the comms, don't react yet. But he had the shooter in his sights, and he finally said, fuck it, and took him out.
Yeah, the guy was shooting people.
Yeah, but that's what's crazy is hear me out. It was the Secret Service watching the event. Where's the Secret Service work out of?
A secret place.
Well, they work out of the place full of people that don't want Trump around.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Secret Service works in a secret place. We don't really know.
Actually, they work out of a little winery outside of a little town, Illinois. That's the secret.
I used to live in a little town outside of a winery in Illinois. You bastard.
Yeah, and that weird neighbor you had that was never around, but then would suddenly be there, disappear.
They always brought me candies during the holidays.
Exactly. That was just in case if they had to do some disposing out of that small town, you just wouldn't say nothing. You'd be like, you want some more candy, little boy? Shut up.
That sounds creepy coming from you.
You want some candy, little boy?
Just get in the van, okay?
Sounds so weird.
But no, I used to live in Illinois. But yeah, that's weird though. That they're based out of Illinois.
I don't really know if they are.
No, I know. I know. But yeah, no, that's just like we said this before. Like the plan, like the wolves are leading the sheep, is what it is. And if that is in factually true, is it in fact true?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty much true. Anyway, like the guy did his responsibility as just, I would say, a human being. Like he's seeing someone targeting people who are civilians, so to speak. Like I heard like somebody got their arm hit, like they were chanting or whatever. Like
there was a few obviously
a couple injuries and then some people
Trump
died.
was the target.
Yeah,
but there were innocent bystanders that were
injured.
There might have been a fatal wound. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, the shooter got killed.
Yeah, well, he don't count.
Well, that was still a killing.
That's like the one viewer on your own stream.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Does it count at you?
Okay. But wait, I wasn't shooting.
I'm just saying that, as so it's like if there's a hostage situation and you take out the guy holding everybody hostage.
No casualties.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Casualty, shooter's dead. No?
But
that's weird how is that not weird how we do that though?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a casualty. I guess casualty is
because he doesn't matter. It's fine.
I was gonna say casualty and is what that's weird. Sorry, my brain's working. That's weird. Why do we say it that way? Like, because
I don't.
Casualty implies what? That
somebody was killed.
Yes, we just unalived the bad person, meaning casualty.
In theory, yes, but
that's like what I don't understand. Like, I've had the same topic with my brother about lifting weights.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing squats, correct?
Yeah.
You're adding your body weight onto your legs as well as that weight. So when you say, oh, I squatted 400 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Add in the rest of the weight that your legs are pushing up. Whole torso up, right? That's an extra what? Another 100 or so pounds? Maybe more?
No, I get what you're saying.
Right? Is that not how you would, like, that's how my brain processes it. It's like, oh, I just did 600 and 900 pounds. Fat piece of shit. And then you're just like, yeah, that's fucking crazy. You only did like 400 pounds, man. No. He did all that extra weight too, because he's a fat piece of shit. No?
Well, I mean, it's okay, much like the shooter. Your body weight doesn't count when you're lifting weights.
That's racist.
Let it be what it is. But
You're fucking stupid. But that's what I don't understand about is like why do we do that? Like I understand. I guess it's the whole like counting from like zero. You don't count from one. You don't go 2, 3. See what I mean?
yeah, kinda.
You start at zero. But you don't say 0, 1. You go 1, 2, 3. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I understand counting, but I'm not sure how that plays into the whole.
You don't say 0. Like, all right, I'm gonna start counting 0, 1, 2. No, you go. I'm gonna start counting 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's there, but it's not there. That doesn't know. Do you? Why are you just staring at me?
Like I think I get what you're trying to get at with it. Like the whole like
Why don't we count that? As opposed to just being like, no, it doesn't exist. When it does,
so I mean the way I look at it is
I
like,
figure with body mechanics is because you're using your entire body.
well, see,
push the
here's the
weight.
thing.
I can kinda
Technically,
understand that.
like if you're squatting or something like that properly,
Mm-hmm.
you're not just engaging your legs and your glutes and all that. Like,
That's-
you're engaging everything. So
That's
your
what
whole
I'm-
body is pushing that up.
That's what I was just saying. That's why, like, okay, I get the weightlifting thing. I get that, but why not the counting? Why not the other shit I said earlier?
I mean, you can start from 0 if you want. You know, you just hold up no fingers, 0 and then 1. I mean, you can start counting at 0 if you want. Like, there's no one stopping you.
That's how it should be, though, right? If you think about it, like, or no. It's a nice little weird debate, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing: when you're counting numbers, the
Are you questioning
concept-
how intelligent
no.
I actually am?
so here's the thing: the concept of 0 means nothing.
Yes, but at the same time, it is still there, although being said nothing. Yeah, see? Don't judge me because it makes sense and you know it does. Yes.
I can see where you're coming at with it, coming
Ew.
from, coming in, whatever.
I mean, you have seen some of the things I've come in. We need to stop these. Gotta stop that.
They're not gonna be sure if like we're homophobes or gay. Like, like the shit we say on here.
I was
like,
just processing. I was like,
our mothers are gonna listen to this and go, "Oh dear God, what did we do
hey,
wrong?"
speaking of which, my mom says, "Hey, congratulations, we're doing good."
That's awesome.
She heard one of our episodes. She's like, it reminds me of this listening to you play in the room when your boys are outside yelling at each other. And I was like, you were actually paying attention to us?
It was probably a lot of incoherent nonsense like this is too.
Pretty much is what she was saying. I was like, is it just your son babbling about nonsense and stupid shit that you don't care about? She's like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, thanks, Mom.
I think
That's
my
cool.
mom says basically the same thing. She's like, it's like listening to y'all hang out when you were kids.
That's bad.
I mean, I don't know.
I want to say it's bad for us, but good for them because it gives them that little bit of.
I don't think it's bad for us. Like, I think in a world like,
In
you know,
a world
we hang on to nostalgia quite
we
a bit.
never grew up.
Pretty much.
Stayed as adult men, children.
Like, I feel
We
like it's
still
kind of
like Power
good to
Rangers.
hang on to that shit. Like,
And laughing at each other's stupid jokes like this pun entrance.
I hate you, but I love you.
Why would you start that? You're like, let me start off with a really bad insult and then give you a compliment. I fucking hate you. I love you, bro. You're awesome.
I never said you were awesome. I just said I love you.
You just gave me a nice sandwich, which was like something kind of nice. Okay, cool. And then I fucking hate you. And like, love you, man. What? Stop messing with my emotions.
It's like a mustard sandwich between sweet rolls.
Ew.
Sweet on the outside, a little sour in the middle.
I don't. This has got way too many implications. Stop it.
You don't like mustard on your biscuits?
No, I'm good. I actually never had mustard on biscuit before. I kind of want to try that now.
I mean, I figure it's like a kolache without a sausage in it.
I don't think so. Yeah, sounds. We gotta stop. Stop.
Why you gotta make it weird?
You're the one who's like, except for it doesn't have the sausage in it. Oh Lord, I'm dying.
Oh God, I needed this. I needed this. The planned obsolescence of my sanity.
I'll take your sausage out of the kolache. It'll be okay.
I'm gonna stop there.
Oh, that's great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's funny. It's awesome.
I had like 10 other points I wanted to make today, and they're lost. They're gone.
There's no more points to be had.
It's much like my waistline. It's round.
It's rounded
No
off.
points.
It's rounded off. We ain't ovals, we circles.
It's like,
What?
every coach, you need to get in shape, boy. Round is a shape. And round is what every one of them coaches are too.
Yeah.
You remember
Dover?
yes.
Yeah.
Junior high football. You boys are out of shape. What do your toes look like, man? You see him lean over and look. I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I can still see my toes, mostly because I got big ass feet. But
He was an asshole, bro. Like,
as a coach, yes, but like, so I dealt with him through church and stuff like that.
yeah.
He's a great guy in that aspect. A really great science teacher too.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just my class or something, but like, he always got pissed off when we were there.
Your class kind of had a thing with the teachers, though.
I didn't.
Like, not you, but like, you remember Miss Ferguson?
Yes, I remember. Terrible class.
Like, she was the sweetest lady in the world, and y'all's class had her, and at Christmas break, she was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
Like, I remember running into her like a year later at the store somewhere, and
she screamed because she thought you were me.
well, no, like, so she like half her hair had fallen out, like wiry hair.
You sure she
Yeah.
wasn't on something?
No, I was like, hey, because she was a rather large lady.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, Miss Ferguson, you lost quite a bit of weight, and she goes, that class under y'all had me so stressed out I literally could not eat for like months. So she like made herself sick.
We did her a favor. Cruel and bullshit, but we did her a favor.
Yeah, but the problem is y'all would like
Been
run
canceled.
her off and then get good old Miss Bulldog. So like the school would be like, nope, you're gonna go teach like little elementary kids, and then they ran another teacher off. Hey, you got 7th grade history.
Didn't she pass away?
No, she's still alive.
Really?
Yeah, somehow hateful people live on forever.
Dude, she left the facility on hospice.
I'm not talking about that one.
Oh.
I don't know if she's dead either though. But
Wait, which bulldog then?
the one that I dated her daughter-in-law for a minute, ex-daughter-in-law.
I don't remember.
5th grade teacher.
Don't remember.
Okay, well, anyways, try not to name drop because
I know.
enough people in our community that listen to this, and she's still in around the community. So,
Tell me afterwards.
but yeah, y'all would like run off the nice teacher, and then they would somehow inadvertently put her with us, like for a class or two. And I'm like, no, I got out of 5th grade to get away from you.
So awesome. You're still haunting me.
Horrible. I mean, you've seen that at the nursing home. Like them hateful ones live on forever.
Yeah.
I think if they do
Dude.
it out of spite.
Well, we have 2 now. They're like what, 101, 103?
Something like that.
How old is room 11?
I think almost 102.
Bro.
I mean,
and then got another one that just turned 101, right? Or they just turned 100.
I want to say the other one's 100 or 101. I can't remember exactly.
Dude, I cannot imagine. I don't want to live that fucking long. Like, cut me off in the next 40 years or so.
Like, look, I want to see my grandkids graduate high school.
That's what I'm saying. Give me another 40, 50 years. I think I could be okay. Maybe. Depends on what happens in life between here and then. But like,
I just like, I mean, between working in our health care field and seeing people like just, there's just no quality of life when you're older. Yes, now we
it's
have
a
like
no
the
life.
one,
Like, that's a no life.
like we have like the one lady that's like 100 and down there at the end of the hall that still like can get up, could have much more of a life if she wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But like, have you seen like recent pictures of like former President Carter?
No, I haven't.
The dude makes Biden look like a spring chicken.
Really?
I mean, he's like, got like in his 90s, late 90s, in a Jerry chair, skin and bones. Like,
Bro.
I remember, I think it was last year when his wife died and they televised her funeral. Like, the poor guy, and the sad thing is, the guy looked like he was still like mentally aware enough to know he was at his wife's funeral.
Yeah.
In which that just even like if I live that long, I want to be so crazy I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I don't want to live that long period. Like, poison my food, do something, smother me with a vagina. I don't know. Like, find some way to kill me off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made that joke. Anyway, actually, it makes me think though. Like, that's just more planned obsolescence. There is like we're taught from a young age to do this, this, and that, and you need to go to school. You need to go to school, go to college. From college, go to get into a job.
They push us to do something that winds up being like
Just
not
us.
the thing. Like,
Yes.
our whole generation, I remember, was told, or maybe not our whole generation, but like I know here where we went to school, we had teachers telling us like if you didn't go to college, you weren't going to amount to anything.
Yep.
And then like, and what I really love, and I wish I would have been more willing to pay attention to this whenever I was younger, like trades are coming back.
But say, I wish I could have gotten. I mean, I still probably could get into some kind of trade school, but it would have been much better at an earlier age, obviously, to have gotten into a trade school and developed skills that would be most necessary for the future coming. And I wish I would have known that when I was younger. Like, and they may have tried to tell me that, but they didn't. And what I was getting at with like the whole like elderly people is like we literally are trained to do this from the time we're in school because like we were talking about the other day with like the school being like a little miniature prison now, right?
Yep.
All you're doing is teaching these people, the future generations, on how it should just be a cog in the wheel or cog in the machine. And then when your usefulness is done, they're gonna pluck you out and throw you into an old home.
you're retired and you can't live off your bullshit social security
No.
because we've already spent that money ending some other war in mysterious god awful third world country that has no fucking effect on us. I'm gonna stop before I get too far into that.
Yeah. I
But
was gonna
like
say you.
so no, like schools were designed to create factory workers.
Yeah.
Think about you go work at you've worked at a factory.
Yes, I have.
So you work, you're 8 to 12 whatever, then you take your little lunch break.
I had a really good shift. I worked from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
But okay, so you work from 7 till
We had-
11, 12, 1 o'clock, whatever.
We had a.
You take your little lunch break, maybe take a coffee break in there.
I was gonna say, so in the morning we had a 15-minute break that we had to clock out for. So we clocked out for 15 minutes, took a 15-minute little break, eating your breakfast or whatever the fuck, go back to work, and you would fucking work until around 11:45, 12, clock out for a 30-minute lunch, and then clock back in. And then you got a 10-minute break close to the end of the day that you had to clock out for. An hour total.
And so hear me out though, when you go to school, like say in high school, you go a couple classes and you have what is out here they called it zero period. It's like a tutorial period where you like 15, 20 minutes. And that's for like your class. If y'all wanted to have class meetings or whatever, discuss prom or insert some bullshit, you talked about that there. And okay, that's your little 20-minute break, whatever. Well, then you went and had your lunch break for 30, 45 minutes. And then you didn't get an afternoon break, but you only had a few hours left in the day.
Yeah.
So now here's the thing. When you work that, schedule at the factory, wow, you're like, damn, I get an extra 10, 20-minute break. This ain't so bad.
Yep.
They literally programmed you to think, wow, this is good.
And then when you're done being, like I said, being that little cog in the machine, dude, like I said,
they toss you out,
You go somewhere else. You get tossed out.
They want you to be another spoke in the wheel. Then once this wheel's worn out, you're tossed to the side.
That's what I kept trying to think of. I was like, why am I saying cog in the wheel? What the fuck? I was thinking of like the mountain bike, little sprock. I think that's what I was thinking of. Man.
But like, I mean, we do it with our society in so many ways. What career is the hot thing to do right now? Right now, in which I've actually thought about looking into it, like
streaming, YouTube.
Oh, that and
OnlyFans. No.
Well, yeah. Well, but
no comment from Squatch at this time.
That's another episode. But whereas we've got so many things where like I think cybersecurity is like one of the really big hot button careers right now online. And it's a great field to get into. You can get an amazing job even working from home doing that. But the problem is, like, for one, eventually it's going to be watered down because too many people are going to want to do it. So then what are they going to start doing? Well, the guys that have been doing it for a while, we're going to phase them out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Look at mechanics, cars have gotten so much more technologically advanced. Whereas, used to back like when our dads and grandpas and stuff worked on cars, if you had basic understanding of how a combustion engine worked, you could work on anything. You could be a mechanic.
Yeah.
Make an honest living, take care of your family, live a good life. Now you've got to be a freaking know how to work on motors, be a freaking IT mastermind. Like the fact that it requires a laptop to work on a car almost every time now. Like I remember going to shops with my dad and there wasn't a computer. They might have a computer in the office for payroll.
Yeah.
Or to like type up the receipts. And it was like one of them old early 1990s, late 80s Macintosh computers with a floppy disk in it. Like there wasn't, the computer scanner to check everything and blah blah blah. Like I don't know. But they want to push things so far that like those guys that were at the height of their career back in like the 80s, they couldn't work on a new car. I mean, maybe some of them can, but typically most of them got phased out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like we were just talking about the other day with my vehicle and how it broke down. When I was talking to the mechanic with it, and he was like, "Dude," he's like, "I'm so glad that you actually have some kind of knowledge on this." He's like, "It's not like, because you obviously need to have a computer to do this." He's like, "But." He's like, I would have thought the same thing. He's like, we looked at the alternator, the starter, the everything, dude, and it turned out just being the damn security system had engaged.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know that? Like, there was no indicator of that. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah, and he was like, yeah, it's not like what it used to be. Like, this is an old guy. Like, he been working on cars for a while. I mean, even like I'm pretty sure your dad and my dad could tell you, they've worked on vehicles like all their life, and how like you went from having carburetors and shit, and now you don't. So
yeah. So my mom was a worked at like the service department at a dealership one day, and they had a bunch of really young, like 19, 20-year-old techs working there, fresh out of high school and mechanic school. This guy brought in like an old Dodge or whatever.
yeah,
You know, we grew up with like old school mechanics and stuff like that in our families. So we, look at old car, that's a carburetor right there.
yep.
They brought this truck or car in, and the mechanics were fucking baffled. They were like, what the hell is that? Like, this guy literally pulled all the other techs over. He's like, I don't know what this part is. And they were all confused. My mom walked out there to see what they're doing, and she's like, hey, what the hell are y'all doing? Trying to figure out what's this in this car. And she looks over, she goes, dumbass, that's a carburetor. They were
Oh my
like,
God.
what? My mom's like, how are y'all mechanics and you've never dealt with carburetor issues? And they were like, well, they don't have those in the new cars.
It's true they don't, but yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, and what's crazy is, back in the day when like, our dads worked in shops, the old lady from the office didn't dare go out there because the mechanics were going to make her look stupid.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that old lady in the office probably knows more about what's going on under that hood than the techs out there working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the techs are probably looking
They'd be like,
looking through like schematics, like the manual or something, or a little tutorial video on how to fix like your common issues amongst the vehicles that they are currently working on or something.
half of them are just on their damn TikTok. Like,
All right,
we
Hank
got we got the Dodge RT in the shop today. Let's see what we can make it do. You're doing a fucking oil
down.
change. Quit, dude. Quit TikToking. Change my oil and go.
You sound like Hank Hill right now.
You know what? We all laughed at that shit when we were kids, but the older we get,
We're just like it. Yeah.
like Hank Hill, Red Foreman.
Dude, Rhett was awesome.
Like I was watching that 90s show the other day, and they were talking about making fun of him for he drove like past a funeral procession and like gave him the bird or whatever.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, Red, that's horrible. And he goes, what? The roads are for the living. And I am like, yes, thank you.
It's true.
Like, seriously, like, I mean, I try to be respectful, but I've also been stuck behind a funeral for like 20 miles, and that pissed me off. And I'm just like I typically am not going to pass them usually, but I'm like, why? Like, can you take a back road with grandpa or something?
Right.
Like, I knew an old guy that like his uncle had passed away. He was a biker, and his uncle, he took the urn at the funeral when they were going to the cemetery, and the uncle's son was like, "Oh well, I want to, carry dad for his last ride," and he's like, "No, I'm taking your dad on his last ride. His last ride ain't gonna be 30 miles an hour with the flashers on. We used to ride 100 miles an hour everywhere we went."
Yeah.
And like my dad personally loved racing cars, hot rods, all that. I mean, we just had a service at the graveside, so we didn't have to do all that. But if we would, his last ride would have been driving down the highway, holding everybody up with the flashers on. It would have pissed him off in the afterlife for sure. Like he would have manifested himself at that funeral to go, "What in the fuck is wrong with you people?"
Yeah, he wasn't. Your dad wasn't afraid of dropping the F bomb.
No, not at all. It's where I get it. But just I don't know, like it's the way society's going and with the whole planned obsolescence thing, like it's so obvious. Like I think they're trying to phase out each generation. They're just like, we're gonna try a new social experiment with the millennials. Okay, well, fuck you guys, Gen Z.
It's probably what it is, to be honest with you. It probably is like a little petri dish that they're just sitting there doing tests and stuff with. Because
we'll try this with y'all.
why else do we, like us with our generation being millennials? Like we have seen so many like world-ending things, quotation marks. We've been through so many pandemics or whatever have you. Like
Pandemics, apocalypses. The world's been supposed to end how many times now?
like 4 or 6, I want to say.
I don't know, something like that. But
It's pretty crazy, man.
we just I don't know. It's crazy to think about, and we always try to do this. And
Although I will say our generation does have stuff that's not. I mean, it's obsolete now, but it's definitely more sought after, which is kind of funny if you think about it.
I mean, yeah, like here lately, like like go back to game consoles, like you've seen how hard I've been looking for like Xbox 360 stuff.
I got some stuff right there.
And yeah, I've been eyeing your games, but you don't have the one game I'm looking for.
What is it?
Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
Oh, bro, I got you. I'll pick it up for you next time I see it.
Dude, good luck, because I looked up online and that game's going for like $120 right now.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I searched on Amazon, man.
So if I am able to get this thing for you for less than $100, you get to stop yelling at me.
I see. Why you gonna make me make promises I can't keep?
So I'm finding your game. That's what I do. Like you came to the right guy for you to find your these things that you're in my realm now. You sir have just wandered your little Bigfoot ass on over into the Yeti territory. So don't judge me.
Well, while you're searching online, we try to do this every episode, and I want to, once again, open this up for listeners' opinions. Like, I know we've kind of bounced all around the topic, but like, what do you, or y'all who listen, like, what are your thoughts on like planned obsolescence? And do you think it's like big crock of bullshit, or is there what areas in life that you see it happening maybe that we haven't talked about? I know we kind of just generally talked about a lot of things, but some of you in other industries and whatnot could probably definitely weigh in. And we love like the interactions with people, the messages on Facebook and all that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
Even if you're like a personal friend of ours and just follow us on Facebook or something like that, like our personal accounts, talk to us on there, whatever. Like,
why is it so expensive?
I think because it was one of the last like non Sony exclusive Spider-Man games. Because remember they used to have a lot of those on Xbox.
Yeah. That would make sense. Because even like for PS3 here, it's like $100+. So that's crazy. I'm gonna find this for you, man. Don't think I won't. A really good place I think to look at would probably be Facebook. Because people always selling their stacks of games.
I've been looking at those bundles, like people posting them, and like been kind of looking through them, like the list of games, and
I'm excited about this. I want to help you find it, bro. It's kind of fucking cool.
Just officially said, "Fuck the podcast. I'm looking for games now."
Well, it's something that like I totally understand, man. Like I own how many like old school retro games? Like there's a stack of them right there. Like I'm looking at them right now. I got Burnout, Legacy of Kain, Flat Out 1 and 2, and Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo's not mine, but yeah. I'm excited to give that to my brother.
That's awesome, man.
Anyway,
but
don't judge me.
But yeah, we would love to hear feedback on this. Any suggestions for like random topics? I'm always down for. And I know you listening, Rob. So if you have a topic suggestion, I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be up for it.
And no matter how crazy it is, we will attempt to make an episode on it just because I don't even personally know you, but I love you just from the few interactions on Facebook. So, but yeah, no, like, I don't know, like, this is a topic, like, I'm just kind of cutting it off here because I think we could go on for hours and hours on this.
Probably, but I don't know. Like,
I mean, if we really broke down everything that planned obsolescence, like, really affects.
Dude, it affects everything, though. Like quite literally, it affects everything. So,
but anyways, just y'all hit us up on Facebook, the Squatch and Yeti Show. We are on Instagram, at the Squatch and Yeti, as well as I don't know about.
Excuse me.
I don't know if you want to like share yours out there. I'm actually kind of looking to get into the whole streaming world now, so I have a Twitch account under Squatchman Jones. I know you have a Twitch, and whenever you're ready to,
I've got to break it down again and figure it out on how I want to do it. But yes, whenever I get my Twitch, up and going, I will be letting y'all know what that is as well. So you can come hang out with me while I play a game or two, and
y'all can watch him kick ass at a game or watch me make an ass of myself playing a game.
Yeah. Maybe we can do
a stream together or something.
Do a stream together and we can play some classic games while we kind of rant about things or interact with the stream. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, and I will say I'm probably gonna do a little more like old school gaming. Like
that's fine with me. Like
I actually was looking at my setup, little off topic here, but I have the right setup to run my NES Mini for Twitch.
Nice.
And you play a little Super Mario Brothers on there.
I was just gonna play like if we do streams together, man. Like I got some co-op games like Ninja Turtles. Play some Ninja Turtles.
Always down for some turtles.
I've also got that Power Rangers game too.
Which one?
It's like now who's going off on podcasts? It's kind of like the damn, what's it called? It's like the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game, like it's like a side scroller one.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's only couch co-op though. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's got a single player, but it's definitely better in couch co-op.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be down for that. Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, like
No, I know.
we gonna have to get some extra cheesy pizza and like some dollar store brand sodas.
I would say Little Caesars, bro. Get
Of
some
course.
Little Caesars, bro. And on the way home, we'll stop at and get the dollar store brand sodas, bro.
I am down.
Go right back to our 2000 years.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm game for it, man. Don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
we will definitely have to stream that though. Just get everybody in on it.
Yeah, I would be up for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if people want to stop by and say hello, conversate topic, or maybe if you want to introduce your topic during the stream, you would hear us kind of like get surprised. I think that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Throw random
Throw
topics
your-
at us while we're playing.
Yeah, get our opinion on it while we're playing or something. So that way, like, you get that genuine response. So if y'all
I
want
would
to have,
be down for that.
so yeah, that's a nice idea, isn't it? Like, it would be a nice to experience that with people and everything. Get y'all's reactions to us, and you get our genuine comments and reactions to whatever you say. So
Yeah. We got to do it now.
Yeah.
So you know, y'all can
work on
find
getting my
me
Twitch
on
fixed.
Twitch at Squatchman Jones. We don't know what Yeti's name is going to be yet on there.
no,
But
I've gotta
follow us
get it
Facebook,
fixed.
Instagram. Check us out on Spotify or Amazon Music, as well as like Samsung Podcast and several of those other little podcasting apps. Hit us up, listen to us, laugh with us, laugh at us.
Get angry at us. take
That
out
will
some of your
get
rage
extra
on us.
angry.
Yeah,
Um,
we can be a lightning bolt for your annoyance or hatred in this world.
but until next time, it's been great. It's been fun, and we will catch y'all on the next one. Have a great day.
Have a good one.